power, money, danger. We're revealing the top 5 drug lords who shaped the criminal world. Let's get started. Frank Lucas, a notorious figure in American crime history. Frank Lucas was born on September in LaGrange, North Carolina. Growing up in a poor family, he witnessed the hardships of rural life and developed a strong work ethic from an early age. In the S&F, Frank Lucas rose to prominence as a heroin dealer in Harlem, New York City. He quickly gained notoriety for his business acumen and ruthless tactics in the drug trade. Lucas famously smuggled high-quality heroin from Southeast Asia into the United States using military transport during the Vietnam War. His brand, Blue Magic, was known for its purity and potency, dominating the market at the time. Despite his success, Lucas drew the attention of law enforcement agencies, particularly through the efforts of detectives Richie Roberts and his team. Their pursuit eventually led to his downfall and arrest after serving a lengthy prison sentence. Frank Lucas turned his life around. He became a motivational speaker, sharing his experiences to deter others from a life of crime. Frank Lucas passed away on May, leaving behind a complex legacy that continues to fascinate and cautionary tale about the dangers of the drug trade. Tsi Chi Lop, a figure often referred to as Asia's El Chapo. Tsi Chi Lop was born in Guangzhou, China, in the S. Tsi Chi Lop's early life remains largely shrouded in mystery. However, he would later become a key figure in the global drug trade. Tsi Chi Lop ascended through the ranks of organized crime, eventually leading the Sam Gore Syndicate, also known as The Company. This syndicate has become one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations in the world, operating primarily in the Asia-Pacific region. Under Tsi Chi Lop's leadership, the Sam Gore Syndicate specializes in manufacturing and distributing large quantities of methamphetamine, heroin, and other illicit drugs. They have established a vast network spanning multiple countries, controlling a significant share of the global drug market. Despite efforts by law enforcement agencies across the globe, Tsi Chi Lop has proven exceptionally elusive, earning a reputation for his ability to evade capture and operate covertly across borders. Tsi Chi Lop's influence on the global drug trade is profound, with his syndicate's operations fueling addiction and violence while posing substantial challenges to international law enforcement efforts. Dario Antonio Úsuga David, better known as Otoniel, a notorious Colombian drug lord. Otoniel was born in the Urabá region of Colombia in the late S. Growing up amidst poverty and violence, he became involved in criminal activities at a young age. Otoniel rose to prominence as the leader of the Gulf Clan, also known as Clan del Golfo, one of Colombia's most powerful drug trafficking organizations. Under his leadership, the Gulf Clan became notorious for its control over cocaine production and trafficking routes. The Gulf Clan's operations extend beyond drug trafficking to include extortion, illegal mining, and other illicit activities. Otoniel's organization has posed a significant challenge to Colombian authorities and has been involved in violent confrontations with rival groups. Otoniel has been a primary target for Colombian and international law enforcement agencies due to his role in the drug trade and the violence associated with his organization. His ability to evade capture for years has added to his infamous reputation. The Gulf Clan's activities have had profound social and economic consequences in Colombia, contributing to violence and instability in regions under their control. As of current year, Otoniel remains at large, with ongoing efforts by authorities to capture him and dismantle the Gulf Clan's operations. Kun Sa, the Opium King, and one of Southeast Asia's most infamous drug lords. Kun Sa, originally named Chan Chi Fu, was born on February in Myanmar, formerly Burma. Little is known about his early years, but he later became a prominent figure in the region's drug trade. Kun Sa rose to prominence in the S as the leader of the Shang United Army Sua, an insurgent group fighting for autonomy in Myanmar Shan state. He also controlled large-scale opium production and trafficking networks, earning him the nickname Opium King. Under Kun Sa's leadership, the Sua became heavily involved in the heroin trade, smuggling large quantities of opiates into Southeast Asia and beyond. His organization's operations contributed significantly to the global heroin epidemic during that period. Kun Sa became a target for international law enforcement agencies due to his role in drug trafficking. Efforts to capture him intensified over the years, with various countries seeking his extradition for prosecution. Facing pressure from Myanmar's military government and the threat of further military action, Kun Sa surrendered to authorities. He retired from active involvement in the drug trade and lived quietly until his death. Dario Antonio Úsuga David, better known as Otoniel, a notorious Colombian drug lord. Osiel Cárdenas Guillén was born on May in Matamoros, Tamaulipas, Mexico. Growing up in a border town, he witnessed firsthand the influence of drug trafficking and organized crime. In the S, Cárdenas Guillén became a key figure in the Gulf Cartel, one of Mexico's most powerful drug trafficking organizations. He quickly climbed the ranks due to his ruthlessness and strategic acumen. Under Cárdenas Guillén's leadership, the Gulf Cartel expanded its operations, controlling drug trafficking routes along the U.S.-Mexico border. He gained a reputation for violence, orchestrating turf wars and battles with rival cartels and law enforcement. After years of evading capture, Cárdenas Guillén was arrested by Mexican special forces in a dramatic operation in Matamoros. He was later extradited to the United States to face charges related to drug trafficking, money laundering, and organized crime. Osiel Cárdenas Guillén's arrest dealt a significant blow to the Gulf Cartel and marked a turning point in Mexico's drug war. His capture highlighted the interconnected nature of drug trafficking and violence in the region. Cárdenas Guillén is currently serving a lengthy prison sentence in the United States. His imprisonment continues to impact the Gulf Cartel's operations and the broader dynamics of organized crime in Mexico.